everyone, and welcome back. It's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I have something new and exciting for us both to take a look at that I haven't taken a close look at yet either. I just unpacked this from its original packaging so that we could sit down and check out the very first Gemstone Beads of the Month Club from beadsofthemonth.club. I'll leave the link right down below the video so you can check out all the different types of bead clubs that they have to offer. You can check out the pricing and all the details about the subscriptions. And you can also use the coupon code OPAL10 if you'd like to save 10% off the very first month of one of your first clubs. And this Gemstone Bead Club came about because they used to have Swarovski crystals of the month. And because that brand is doing away with their DIY crystal business, they decided to replace that club with another type of subscription that honestly has been quite in demand. I've been asked this question quite a number of times over the past few years about a strictly gemstones only club. So I'm thrilled that they jumped on this idea and now this option is available on the market. So as you can see, the particular stone we're going to be looking at this time is Sodalite, and this is the single version of the club. So they do have a double version, which gives you twice the quantity of beads. You still get the same number of containers. From what I see on their website, you'll get a total of 4 to 7 containers a month. It just depends greatly on the types of beads they're sending. Of course, they're all a little bit different value, and also the cuts that can have an effect on the price too. So this month we have 6 different containers of Sodalite that we're going to be taking a look at. And for their Gemstone Beads of the Month Club, the particular stone will be the same for that month. So they'll rotate through all different stones. But for example, like the one you see here, you're going to get different cuts and shapes and sizes of the Sodalite, not other types of stones mixed in. So for the single club, the price today on that is $26.95 per month. The double club looks to be $49.95 per month. And you're welcome to get more than one type of club at a time, and the shipping costs will be reduced if you do that. They also have a Findings companion pack that you can add on to any beading club, and I share that with the rotating club on a monthly basis, so you can check out past videos for that. But this time we're just going to look at this brand new Gemstone club and flip this over, and wow, we see some gorgeous Sodalite beads. You get that punch of blue with those wisps of white and gray mixed in. And we already see we have a good variety here of different shapes and sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and get organized. Then we'll look at everything close up one by one. All right, all of our containers are numbered. So we have Sodalite number 1, which contains some 12 by 15 millimeter teardrop pendants, 4 inside. So if you did the double club, for example, you'd most likely get 8 of those. So here are the 4 that I received. You can see that one is wildly different than the other 3. I mean, really, really different. But that is the nature of gemstone beads. So I think that's a great example to take a look at in the first place, because sometimes gemstone beads, being that they are a natural material, they're going to have a lot of variation in what they can look like. I think they're all beautiful, and they have a gorgeous gentle faceting on the beads, and you can see the hole there that runs through the top of these flat teardrops. Next, we have container number 2 containing 5 by 6 millimeter faceted prisms. There's 15 included. Really stunning and interesting cut. They're not a round, they're more of a cylindrical shape that taper off on both ends, getting a little bit smaller, and you have the faceting that goes all the way around the beads. These have a very rich blue color. They're all quite similar, but each of them different in their own right. And the hole there that goes through the center, they look cleanly drilled and really in great shape. In container number 3, we have some 4 millimeter faceted rounds to take a look at. So 48 pieces in my hand, as you can see the varying degrees of blue, from deep dark navy to the more medium and dusty denim blue. Some of them have a little bit of that white running through them. And you can see again, these have that gentle faceting, but they are definitely more in a round shape. In container number 4, we have some 6 millimeter matte rounds, and there's 25 pieces included. So a little bit larger bead. We have a smooth round this time rather than a faceted round, and these also have that matte finish, so they're not as glossy and shiny, giving them a more frosty and a little bit lighter appearance. Just roll these around a little bit so you can see all the variations in the Sodalite. But again, they look to be in great shape. The holes are drilled cleanly. I don't see any beads that have big chunks taken out of them or anything. And overall, the mix of colors and striations is what I would expect to see. In container number 5, we have some 5 to 8 millimeter size Sodalite chips, and there's 12 grams included. All right, so you can see these gemstone chips, they're all supposed to be totally different, but they're all in that 5 to 8 millimeter size range. And we have a nice range of that deep saturated blue, but also some of that white and gray that's popping up a little bit more in this particular shape. And if you are somebody who's a little bit intimidated by gemstone chips, or maybe don't really fancy them as much, I do have a lot of videos and tutorials about how to use them, just to give you some ideas, including one I will try to link in the corner about 10 unique ways you can use gemstone chip beads in your jewelry making. And now for container number 6, this one contains some 8 by 12 millimeter faceted teardrops. There's 8 pieces included. I really love these, and I like the fact that we have this more rounded teardrop shape, and we also have those flat teardrop pendants, so you could really do something in combination with those if you wanted to. You could combine these both, even though they're both Sodalite. They also have that similar teardrop shape, which combines nicely, and these again have a great mix of the different striations of the neutrals and also those pops of deeper, more saturated blue, and they're in great shape as well with that hole running through the center, the rounded base, and you still get some of that gentle faceting. So I am thrilled as can be that Beads of the Month is offering a gemstone monthly club right now. And I really like their approach to it, the fact that they are focusing on one type of stone at a time, giving you multiple shapes, which means you can put a number of pieces together just from one monthly subscription, all cohesive with that same gemstone, but in different shapes and styles. And I like the fact that we didn't just get all round beads, for example, in different sizes. No, we got the interesting prism shape, we got the beautiful rounded teardrops, we even got some chips and faceted and smooth rounds in very usable sizes, in addition to the pendants. So I think they did a fantastic job, and I'd love to see what they have in store as the months go on. But of course, it will be different each and every month, but hopefully this gives you a good example of the types of things you can expect and the quantities you can expect in the single club. In addition to their beads, they also include a link on their invoice every month where you can download 3 new beading patterns from their site. Those change out every time, so you can save those to your computer or print them out and build up a helpful library of beading patterns. Those are usually great for the more adventurous beads of different shapes and maybe multi-holes, but definitely a perk nonetheless for this subscription. I think they've done a great job putting these together. Let me know what you think down below. I'm sure they'd love to hear about it as well. And let me know if you also received the first Gemstone Beads of the Month Club, and if you also received the Sodalite, or if you received something else. Feel free to share that with us in the comments. Go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if it was helpful for you, and hit that subscribe button while you're here because I would love to have you back. Also share the video with your other bead loving friends, and I'll be back soon, but until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and as always, happy beading.